was speaking to somebody recently. He was saying how he just doesn't feel good. You know, he's depressed. He's thinking about ending his life. And if you've ever been there, then you know what that's like. It's not a nice place to be. I remember at one point I had nowhere to live. I'd been kicked out. I had 2 black bags full of clothes, and I was just walking aimlessly around the street. I didn't know where I was gonna. I didn't want to sleep in like a doorway or whatever. I'd slept in abandoned buildings and squats before. I didn't want to do that, and I just wondered what the fucking point was. You know, what was I doing? I was a drug addict, you know, so forget just food and having a roof over your head. You know, often days I was just concerned with what am I going to fucking do to get high today? How am I going to get high? Where am I going to get drugs from? Who am I going to have to steal from? Who am I going to have to rob? Who am I going to have to borrow from? I can't borrow from that person because I borrowed from them last time. I might need to ask that person. Yeah, but they're kind of privy to my ways. They're not going to fucking trust me, you know, and you start to fucking wonder what the point is. You can't see light at the end of the tunnel. The fucking body's aching. The sun's like beating down. I'm sweating my fucking arse off carrying these 2 heavy bags full of clothes. That's my whole life. In those bags, black bags with fucking holes in them, like falling apart. I told this person that called me, I spoke to him, I was like, what are your goals? And he was like, I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I just don't feel good. It's like, okay, what are you doing? What's your exercise like? He's like, oh, well, I've dropped it off. I'm not really doing it at the moment. So I was like, okay, so what about your prayer and your meditation? I'm not really doing it. I'm not really being consistent. So I was like, okay, so I was starting to build up more of a picture. You're feeling like you got no purpose. You know, your days are all the same. They're all merging together. You got no goal. You got no ambition to do something, or, you know, I don't want to say to do something. He's got ambitions and there's things that he wants to achieve, but for some reason he's just not putting the plan into action, or he's not carved himself a plan yet and started putting it into action. And I think this is a lot of what happens with people when they get depressed, you know, because life can be fucking hard. It can be really shit. If you don't have a plan in progress for yourself, if you have no self-improvement, if you're not praying or meditating, it can get very, very hard. And it's a slippery slope. You know, it's no wonder why people turn to drugs. Life's fucking hard. Life's really fucking hard. It's better, in my opinion, to have a plan that you never reach, a goal that you never reach, over never having a goal, because then you can't fail. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's better to try and try and try and fail and fail and fail than to never try, okay? And it gives life more meaning when you have something to chase, when you have a goal, you know, a worthy goal. Maybe you want to get your family off of the estate and you need X amount of money to do that. What's your vehicle for getting you from A to B? Okay, I'm just going to work at that, you know. That's a worthy goal to have. You don't have to be Bill Gates rich. I don't believe that. But you have to have a goal. You absolutely have to have a goal. If you got no, you know, it's like basically, if you don't have a goal, it's just like getting on a boat in the marina or a port or wherever, or a big ferry, and just getting it off the dock and just letting it go without no one on the wheel, you know. You don't know where that ship's going to end up. You know, if it ever hits land again, it'll be a miracle, you know. So you need that direction. That's what goals are for. You know, it doesn't have to be money orientated. You know, it can be health orientated or fitness orientated. You know, anything that you can think of. It's just really good to have goals. And that was one thing that I never really had. I was that ship drifting aimlessly in the fog on the choppier seas. You know, never had a goal. I was good at things, but I just didn't care. I never had a goal. So my advice is have a goal, you know, whatever it may be. You know, staying on your fitness is important, you know, even if it's just a walk a day. I don't count walking as health because it's just not enough. But if it was a bare minimum, you should at least be going, you know, getting your 10, 12,000 steps a day. Getting out, getting a walk in nature, you know, look at some green, walk through a forest or by a river or close to the sea, whatever you have at your disposal, then use it. You know, if you have no goal, you're not doing anything for your health, you're just sitting indoors every day, watching shit TV or doom scrolling on whatever your social media platform is that you like, of course you're going to get depressed. This is not normal. It's not normal behavior. It's really not. Yeah, we're made to think it's normal because it's such a trendy thing and everybody does it. And yet mental health has never been worse than what it is. So stop doing what everyone else is doing. And prayer and meditation. Now prayer might not be for everyone because people get a bit scared when, you know, God comes into the equation. And that's fine. Like, I don't care what you believe. I honestly don't. You can believe whatever you want. I don't believe in like the traditional sense of God, like white Jesus. Do you know what I mean? That's not for me. But you know, I used to think like I didn't believe in God. But when someone put it to me, it was like, what about the times where, you know, things are going really bad for you? Maybe you just got arrested, or, you know, for me it was when I had a heart attack and my son was in the bed. And I just remember having my eyes closed and just saying, just please don't die. Please don't let me die. Please don't let me die. When I thought about that, I was like, shit, like I believe in something, because otherwise, you know, what was I doing there? You know, other times where, you know, like I was saying, maybe you got arrested, it's like, please don't let me go to jail. Please don't let me go to jail. You know, just let me get through this. Please, I promise I'll do better. You know, I guarantee you've had one of those situations. So, you know, if you wanted to beat depression, that's my top 3. And obviously I didn't talk about meditation, but super useful and helpful in life. Something that helps you relax and scientifically proven to chill you out. You know, if you know that exists and you're not using it, you're a retard. You're a complete retard. Okay? So that's like, yeah, that's why you're so depressed, is because probably you don't have a goal. You're probably not taking good care of yourself, and you don't pray or meditate enough. That's the way it is.